In today's video, I'm going to show you how to move rows in Coda so you can reorganize your tables exactly the way you want. Whether you're prioritizing tasks, grouping similar records together, or just cleaning up the layout, this simple drag and drop method gives you full control over your data's order without altering any of the information inside those rows. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Before we dive into the actual moving process, let's make sure you're in the right place. Open your web browser and head over to coda.io. Sign in to your Coda account using whatever method you prefer, your Google account, Microsoft account, or email. Once you're logged in, you'll land on your Documents dashboard, which is the home base for all your Coda docs. Now open the specific document that contains the table you want to edit. Think of this as your project file or workspace. From there, navigate to the page where the table lives and take a moment to look over the existing rows so you know what you're working with. It's always a good idea to get a sense of your current layout before you start moving things around. Now locate the row you want to move. On the left side of your table, you'll see a column of row numbers. These are small, often gray, and easy to overlook. Hover your cursor directly over the row number of the row you intend to relocate. When you do, you'll notice the cursor changes and the row number becomes selectable. This is your cue that Coda recognizes you want to interact with that entire row. Go ahead and click and hold on that row number. Don't just click and hold. This is the key gesture that tells Coda you're about to pick up this row and drop it somewhere else. As you hold down the mouse button, you'll see the row highlight, and a subtle shadow or outline will appear around it, giving you visual feedback that the row is now in your grasp. With the row still held, start dragging it up or down to its new position. As you drag, Coda will show you exactly where the row will land. You'll see a horizontal line or insertion point appear between the rows, indicating the exact spot where the row will be placed when you release the mouse. This real-time preview is incredibly helpful because it prevents guesswork. You can slide the row slowly to ensure you're positioning it precisely where you want. When you're happy with the new location, simply release the mouse button. The row will snap into place immediately, and your table will update to reflect the new order. There's no lag, no confirmation dialogue, just an instant reorganization. You can repeat this process for as many rows as you need. Drag and drop each one individually to group related records together, or move high priority items toward the top of the table so they catch your eye first. A common pitfall beginners run into is accidentally moving rows while trying to select a cell or edit content. To avoid this, always make sure you're grabbing the row number itself, not the data inside the row. The row number is your safe handle. Another tip: if your table has a lot of rows, try to plan your new order before you start dragging. Maybe sketch it out mentally or list which rows should be near the top, so you're moving with intention rather than reorganizing multiple times. Once you've finished rearranging, take a step back and review the table. Does the new order make sense for your workflow? Are your most important records easy to find? If something feels off, don't worry, you can always move rows again. Coda makes it painless to iterate. One thing to keep in mind is that Coda automatically saves your changes, so every drag and drop is preserved instantly. There's no save button to hit, no manual step to remember. This auto-save feature is a double-edged sword. It's convenient, but it also means you can't accidentally undo a move by closing without saving. If you make a mistake, use your browser's undo shortcut, Ctrl-Z on Windows or Command+Z on Mac, to revert the last move. Finally, let's talk about keeping your table organized over time. As your data grows and your projects evolve, regularly reviewing and rearranging your rows will keep your tables readable and useful. Place frequently accessed or high-priority records near the top so they're always within easy reach. Group related rows together to create natural sections. And if you're working in a filtered or sorted view, be aware that some tables may automatically determine the row order based on a sort or filter you've applied. In those cases, moving a row manually might not stick unless you clear or adjust the sort. Always double check that you're in the default view before you start dragging. Using a consistent structure, like always keeping the most recent entries at the top or grouping by project status, will make your tables easier to manage and navigate, not just for you but for anyone collaborating with you. You've now learned how to move rows in Coda to keep your tables organized and efficient. This simple skill gives you the flexibility to adapt your data's order as your needs change, whether you're tracking tasks, managing a content calendar, or organizing a database. As a next step, try experimenting with grouping rows into sections or using Coda's row actions to automate some of your reorganization. If you found this tutorial helpful, save the video or bookmark it so you can revisit these steps anytime. Thanks for watching and happy organizing.